Hey guys, so welcome to our first ever online podcast. We're being forced to do this online because of certain circumstances which are going on in the world, which of course everyone knows about.
COVID.
And it's pretty bad in where we are. So there's lockdown going on right now, so we have to do it online. Anyways, today we were having a very different kind of episode. We've never done this before. Like all of you have seen, it's just been all of us talking to each other. But this time we have a special guest, and we're going to talk about like some pretty good,
Important stuff.
interesting, and serious topic. Yeah, which is going to be pretty like useful for students. Like most of us are students, so it's going to be useful for us. So our guest today is Mr. Akshay B. Agastya. He's the Vice President of Genesis Training Center. Uh, we we got in touch with him because he was our placement training officer in our college. So it's good to have you, sir.
Hi, and hello everybody. Thank you for the introduction. To tell a little bit of more about myself, I mean, I am one of those off-track people who just got lucky. I guess I made it because I dared to take the risk. I think that would tell a little bit of me because uh, I'm I'm not as I'm sure I'm not even of the category of the guys who might or who will watch this particular podcast. I come from times when 3310 was the yo thing to have. Like, if you had a 3310 cell phone, man, you were the rich dude. Okay, I come from those areas.
Now it's 13,
So
iPhone 12, 13.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, guys, but for me, it was more like you had to make your bread. Like I'm a commerce guy, and in fact, I'm a commerce dropout, and
Yes.
I like utna bhi akal nahi hai ki commerce padho. Like I'm not so intelligent. So we had to take up things the hard way. Like you had to figure out what you're good at, figure out your strength, and bloody go make money out of it, man. There's no other way to survive because hardly lecturers used to come to college, and I will not name the college because it's a beautiful college. So I'm not going to tell the name of the college, but yeah,
But it's a commerce
great
college.
It's hey, you can't say that.
You told
It's
it best. You told.
like guys, commerce students are like brainy. We run the world, man. You
Yeah.
guys make the product, we
no,
sell it
Thanks,
for you.
thanks.
Akshay
That's
is
like
I
smiling.
wanted to
compliment
take
for
on
me.
commerce, in fact.
I'm a
That's me,
commerce
guys.
student.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
Great.
commerce student. So hearing that, yes, I think I'm already chuffed. I'll get my credits now.
Yeah, that's me, guys. Someone who loves to live. Someone who has walked on the dark side too. I'm not all saint. Let me be very honest. I cannot be explicit, but
Yeah.
I'm not a saint. Uh,
No one is.
I've had my
No,
I've had my share of fun, and I still do have my share of fun. It's just that priorities take
Yeah.
uh, place.
I think to find the right balance between, work and say necessarily play must be extremely important. And now that you're here, you're quite successful, and it just shows that, just working hard probably isn't the only route, and probably having your own rest or like fun is also very important to get where you are, right?
Akash, I would say success isn't a destination. I mean, I'm nobody, man. If at all I look at it that way, I'm really nobody, right? But according to me, success isn't destination. It's a journey.
Mm.
It's a strive to be better than yourself every day. What you were yesterday, I mean, be better than that. And the best part is don't try to be a better. I mean, I know this sounds foolish. First of all, people say have money before you give gyan, and it's absolutely true. Please have money before you give gyan. But the way I look at every day, if at all you strive at becoming a better human being, automatically you will become a better businessman, a better money maker, a better a family guy, or whatever you aspire to be. I think it's going to happen.
So, like, to start off, like, if you're comfortable with it, I'd love it if you could tell everybody, like our viewers, I mean, we don't have many, but whoever is watching, if you could tell them about your journey, how you got to where you are, and like
Where it all started.
about your life. Yeah.
Okay. I come from Bangalore. I'm a fourth generation Bangalorean. I'm from Oklipuram, Srirampuram, one of the greatest places in Bangalore. Yes, we rock.
Yeah.
People outside Bangalore won't know, but yes, it is
Yeah.
the landmark destination in Bangalore.
Yes, and it's very close to the heart of the city. It's just near Majestic.
Yes.
It's not a visitor's spot, so please don't come to visit. I mean, if you want to, it's at your own risk. So, yeah, I'm from here, and I did my schooling in Basveshnagar and hardly went to college. I went to Kamal High School and then to Sheshadripuram College. I dropped out of college because I'm a born dyslexic and I'm a stammerer. All right, so my house, they used to get scale, belt, shoes, chappal with monthly grocery, you know, like बहुत मार खाया मैंने, बहुत मार खाया. They thought they could beat dyslexia out of me. My mom was close to a Christian nun. Like, you know, I could see the devil in her eyes. My pop though never went. Honestly, man, they belted the shit out of me. And I knew for sure that padai to nahi hoga ba. Sadhya nahi la that I can go ahead and study. Oh yeah, I'm a Kannadiga, first of all. For those of you who think otherwise, I am a Kannadiga. I'm a proud Kannadiga. Yeah, man. I mean, that's how it was. I got thrown out of every class, and studies didn't make sense. I was really interested in learning the language English, because if you could learn the language English during my school and write poetry, girls would get impressed. And how? Honestly, that's how it all started. I mean, I should really credit my grandfather, who introduced me to English music. I'm talking about Eagles. I'm talking about Beatles. I'm talking about
The
Cliff
old
Richard,
classics.
Richard Clayderman and people like that.
Bon Jovi.
Right? Yeah, Bon Jovi is 80s, brother.
Bon Jovi.
I mean, it's true.
All right.
Classic.
So, I mean, this was me understanding through ABBA and Boney M, understanding what English is all about. So I would pick up words from there and put it into a sentence and make a poem out of it. And I was a hit in school. So if anyone who wanted to impress his girlfriend, I would write the poetry. All right.
Which Boney M song could you take poetry out of? What, Rasputin or Daddy?
That shows how much you guys haven't heard the classics, all right? Listen to Carpenters, man. I mean, love is there. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things that you can pick. See, that's the whole point. Like, you know, if you really want to connect to something, I mean, I really want to connect to the language. And the sources available for me were these. So pick up things and make something out of it. And that's how I began my journey. Got thrown out of the house because my dad said complete graduation. I said, boss, not happening. Started staying in a PG. First job was handing out pamphlets on Brigade Road for Citibank. And then really, man. From there, I got a break. Started working in call centers. I mean, that was the turnaround for my life. My first interview was without a resume. I went over there. They said, could I have your resume? And I looked as if she asked for something which I didn't know. And that's how it started. Like, it was a handwritten resume. She said, biodata, idiot. I said, okay, madam, I don't have. And then it was a handwritten resume. Got into the call center, and I really need to thank, and I would want to thank this person. I mean, this is the first time I'm getting an opportunity to thank this person in public. Her name is Mridula. I do not know her complete name. She was my coach in the call center that I joined. She gave me the confidence from there, like, that I can better myself. Yeah, the boost that I needed, like that I can better the language, and I can also identify the flaws in the language or the sentences. So that helped me grow, like from being an agent to being a floor supervisor to listening to calls and getting into quality. That's how my journey started, and then eventually today where I am is because of the years of experience. I worked as a freelancer with some companies. I mean, I would like to really thank Aftab and Preeti, who are two guys when it comes to corporate. That's how my corporate training journey as a freelancer started. And that's when I got to work in companies like Boeing and IBM and Quest and Rolls-Royce. They have their own division. So that's how it happened, guys. I mean, slowly you climb the ladder. Nothing happens immediately. If you're really, really passionate about something, give it time. It needs to grow. All right. Nothing happens in a jiffy. So, after freelancing, I really wanted to do something for myself, something which is easy, and something. The last priority was something good. I'll be very honest. I was like, I have to make money because my dad is not Ambani, and I had to support myself. So that's when I got into college training. And when did I start taking seriously is when I understood that the students in a particular engineering college, their parents were actually laborers in someone else's farm. All right, their parents were laborers in someone else's farm. All right, and the kid was studying engineering. I mean, that was probably my wake-up call towards investing myself completely into college level trainings and like connect with students, help them out. I guess that's when I met Genesis. I mean, it was in its inception stages, so I started consulting with them, and eventually Naveen and Navneet, who are the founders of the company, they called me on board, and now I'm one of the board of directors and the vice president. So so I try to put it in a nutshell.
Yes. So just to give like an idea, from the time when you dropped out to college and then when you became the vice president of Genesis, how many years did it take? Like on a round figure, how many years might have it taken?
From around 15 years.
Yeah. So that just that just goes to prove the point, as you said, like if you are passionate about something, or it just give it time. So
it will eventually happen. Patience
will happen. You need to trust what you really want.
Yes.
And what you want keeps on changing with time.
That's one more thing.
Exactly.
Because what you wanted to be in school is not what you want to be when you're in college. The moment you get a job, you will start aspiring for something else. So I don't think we need to get mixed up into this. What is right? What is wrong? Can I have something constant in my life so that I can go for it? No, you cannot. Because change is the only constant. I mean, you cannot go against nature, man. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
So
you...
Jyotanas.
go ahead.
Okay. So the thing which I wanted to ask was, you went from selling out pamphlets in Brigade Road to your call center job. People don't really get nowadays. I'm just speaking generic. People don't really get it how hard it is to earn money outside in the real world. So, what is the value of that hard work which there are some kids, students who are born with the silver spoon, and then there are some right at the other end of the spectrum. So, how do you
Exactly.
how do you see that? Like, what is the value of that hard work which the other end of the spectrum do, not the top end?
I would tell that I'm one of those kids with a silver spoon. All right. My grandfather was a veteran Kannada film actor. Uh, I'm related to one of the I mean, she was the Minister for Women and Children. Her name is Umashri, and my grandfather's name is Mr. Lokanath. All right.
Yeah.
So I was born with a silver spoon. So I get where you're coming from. Okay. Like there are some people who do not have, and you assume that they are born with the drive because they don't have it. Technically speaking, no one has the drive. No one will get the drive until and unless whatever gadgets that you're carrying right now is owned by you,
Yes.
including your inners. Then you need to bloody talk.
Yeah.
All right. Get out of the house and support yourself. That's when you'll understand whether it is difficult or it is easy. If not, what I am talking is just Gyan that Sandeep Maheshwari can talk about, or Guru, what's his name? Vasudev or Prabhudev, I don't know. What's his name?
Whatever his name
Guru.
is.
Yeah, whatever, man. I like that guy though. I really like that guy. At least he speaks a little bit of science.
Sadhguru or
Sadhguru.
yeah,
Sadhguru.
Sadhguru.
Right? He speaks a little bit of science, man. I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So, I mean, whatever I am saying, everyone, your own pop and mom tell it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only tell you like, once go out and bloody earn, you will understand. They've been telling us from the day we born, and it is the truth. Get out of your house. Who will take care of my mother and father? Tell me honestly, how many of us take care of our mother and father when we are at home? There are very few people who will cook, wash, swab, all right, go to the grocery, prepare a list, all right, understand what is saving money, calculating money. There are very, very few people on this earth who are at your age. I would say it's common. Yeah, none of us think that way. It's just an illusion that we are at home to take care of parents. Kuch nahi kar rahe. So get out of the house. Understand how much it is to buy a cup of tea or the cigarette that you crave for. 10 रुपए का value तब पता चलेगा.
Yes.
So you like take placement training for students, like college students.
Yeah.
So in our country, where we like produce lakhs of engineers, lakhs of doctors every year, how would you like what advice would you give students so that they can stand out from the crowd?
Be curious. Your curiosity will take you a long way. Never kill the curiosity. Even if you get killed, no problem. Keep the curiosity alive.
Yeah.
That's a commitment to yourself, man. If not, zinda reh ke kya fayda hai?
Yeah, exactly. And this is one thing which I seriously wanted to ask as soon as we were informed about the podcast. It's when many people have absolutely no idea what they want to do, but some definitely know that they do not want to study. How do you think they should approach because some people are being force fed to do this certain career, or some people,
Most of them,
but they just do not want to study. Yeah, most of them. In case someone doesn't pick and is seriously not interested to study, but someone who could be we could say like lazing around, what do you say is the next step? How do you say their approach should be to what they should do next?
Won't answer question, my friend. first of all, if you're not interested in studying, fair enough. What is your plan A then?
Yeah.
That is the problem. None of us have a plan A.
Yeah,
And if
exactly.
our parents are giving us education, it is, I'm sorry to say this, but it is your ego which is talking.
Hmm.
Right? I can't study. Why can't you study? Get yourself checked. If you're medically not capable of studying, fair enough, don't study.
Like
So if
leaving
you
apart
cannot
the people,
study, it is not your plan A. So what is your plan A? Plan B is a distant, right now it's a mirage for you.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't want to study, very good. So what are you good at?
Hmm.
Figure that out. Now you'll say, how will I figure that out? That is your problem. We showed you the way. Okay, bhai, lele engineering. Do engineering. And like Drit, buddy, why do I get stuck with your name?
Dritwan.
Dritwan.
Yeah.
Can I call you D? Is it okay, Mr. D?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
All right, I'm going to call you
No
Mr.
problem.
D. All right.
Yeah.
So, like Mr. D was saying, in our country, there are lakhs and lakhs of engineers. Honestly, do you think we are producing engineers? We are producing sheep and goat.
Yeah.
We are producing cattle who will Google a particular code and paste it. I might go to jail for saying this. I don't know how many software engineers in Bangalore will kill me for saying this. But this is the fact.
Yeah.
So, if you are okay with leading a moderate life, then don't complain. Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you ready to accept mediocrity in your life? All right. If you cannot accept mediocrity in your life, then
Work for it.
excelling is a long time. It's like Zakir Hussain पैदा नहीं हुआ था बजाते हुए. बाप के साथ like उन्होंने सीखा तबला बजाना. I mean, for those of you who do not know who Zakir Hussain is. See, that's how ancient I am. That's how ancient I am. All right. So, yeah. If skill needs to be groomed, and if you're doing your engineering, your skill most probably has taken a backseat. So you need to restart the engine, oil it, and it takes time. And the oil which is used to restart that engine is thoop. Like, people will spit at you, starting from the people who brought you to this earth. All right. They're going to put you through hell. Your friends are going to put you through hell. There is going to be a lot of emotional turmoil. All right, lot of emotional turmoil. No one is going to trust you.
You got to stand on your own.
Yeah, are you up for it? Ask yourself, am I trying to scare you? No, I'm telling you the truth the way it is. Because then whoever sees this podcast and then say, I wanted to become something, but that bloody Akshay, he changed my mind. No, I'm this is the path. It's going to be dark. You will have to do a lot of things which you're not comfortable. We have worked for 18 hours. Remaining 6 hours, sleeping also has happened, traveling also has happened, eating also has happened, and whatever needs to happen also has happened within those 6 hours. So that's how it is, man. You can't help it. So if you're chasing something in life, forget the luxuries.
It's a very famous quote. That you'd never achieve something in your comfort zone. You got to go out there, fight out all the issues or troubles which you face, and then when you overcome those, then you realize, okay, I've overcome. I can stand somewhere now, personally.
Now, you spoke about people who don't want to study. What about the people who want to study, but because of their parental pressure or whatever societal pressure, peer pressure, they're not studying what they want to. They're studying, like
Something
suppose
else.
someone wants to become a businessman, but then they're being forced to become an engineer or a doctor, something like that. What about those people? How do those people like reach where they want to reach in life, going through like such a long path?
Let me tell you something. The question that all of you are asking is about certainty, right? Like something has to be certain, like in life. When life at all isn't certain, how can you be certain about anything? I mean, I'm not talking spiritual thing. I'm giving you a realistic view. Like, how do you know that this is your destination? All right. Now, to come back to what you were asking, for people who want to study, who are not uh, studying what they want, but they're doing, let's say, engineering or doctoring because their parents forced to, do you really want to do what you want to do? Then finish the course, go back to it.
But don't you think that's like for, well, let's say medical, that's 5 years down the like time is important, right? And that too when you
Life
are
is huge.
yeah
Life
time
is huge.
yeah.
And if
So
you're
but
talking about passion, where is your sacrifice?
yeah, but then what about those important 5 years when you're doing something which you don't want to do for
Brother,
5 or 4 years?
every second of your life is important, not just those 5 years.
Yeah, I'm saying
You're studying, let's assume 5 years of doctor you're studying, you don't want to study something else. So side may keep yourself updated on the things that can help you to achieve what you want to achieve later on.
Yeah.
Anyway, you don't want to become a doctor. है ना?
Yeah.
तो 35 लिया तो क्या है, 95 लिया तो क्या है?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But then how do you
over here you are greedy. I mean, this is what happens to people who want to study. I want to do doctoring. I'm doing doctor, but my actual passion is engineering. All right. So what are you doing? Like doctoring also you want to top. Why? Because just in case I become a cardiac surgeon, I will keep getting money. No, from there I will do that. Like, come on, man. Like, nahi hota hai, bhai. This is, you cannot be shana with life. Life is the biggest shana.
Yeah.
You need to accept it. You really need to accept it that life is smarter than you. I'm not saying put your hands up and accept whatever's coming your way. I'm saying fight for what you really want.
Yeah.
At least give it a shot. Unless until you give it a shot, how do you know where you reach, right?
Exactly. And again, what you want to do is that really the exact reason why I left the corporate was it was not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I used to go, I used to fly, I used to stay in star hotels and all those things, but you get bored, man. But when you come to
satisfaction.
College, when I come to college, I don't get paid like the way I used to. But when I come to college, looking at you people, I connect. So there is a sacrifice that I'm doing on a financial level. I'm doing a sacrifice on a family level. I have to, if I really like it.
So,
like each person can like have their own definition of success. And then we hear a lot of people saying you're successful as long as you're happy in life. But then, of course, you can't just be happy in life. You need to have some amount of money. So do you think it's important to like, how important is it to attain that balance between money and like doing what you love? Because you can do what you love, but if it doesn't bring in money at the end of the day, there's no point in doing what you love, right? Because you can't even you can't even live your life if you don't have money.
You're absolutely right. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, that money is the most important thing. All right.
Well, that's something not many people will say.
Money is the
exactly.
Whatever I told now, or rather till now, was for you to make money. Bhai, I was not asking you to just chill out and become Gyani. I'm asking you to use your strength to make money. फोकट में कुछ नहीं करने का. I'll be very honest with you. I'm doing this podcast because I know how to make money out of this for my own thing. I'm being serious.
Exactly. Yeah.
The whole reason of this podcast was also this.
I'm going to make money in a different way. So you need to be brilliant. I mean, it's common sense, my dear friends. It's common sense. If you are not going to survive, तेरा passion लेके क्या करेगा? I mean, you are not Shah Rukh Khan or Amitabh Bachchan that you become a legend. चलो 2-3 पिक्चर फ्री में कर लिया चलेगा. तेरा फोटो लगा के हेयर कटिंग सलून में अरे कुछ ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है यार. I mean, what will you do with your fame? I need to leave a sign behind for my family, like they are going to remember you. अरे रोने वाले 3 दिन रोएंगे यार. So life is not, don't think life is like insurance policy. You struggle throughout your life and after you're dead, someone else is happy. Please don't make your life like that.
Yeah.
You be happy first. And whatever you're good at, make money from that so that you have satisfaction of what you're doing. At the same time, there is enough of money for you to sustain. Now, how much is enough? It depends upon you.
The individual.
Because for me, a second-hand car is good enough. It does the job. But for you, if at all you need a 2-door Audi, well, do you have those strengths?
Work harder.
Yeah. It's just like the cliche. I mean, obviously, it is 100% true that if you're good at something, don't do it for free. Basically, it is that.
The famous Joker quote from Batman.
Exactly. It's just that. And yeah, at the end of the day, some people might be satisfied with, just food on the table. That's great. If that works for them, they are satisfied. And if that is what they see as a happy life, then it's good. But then at the end of the day, to get that food also, you do need to make money. So, yeah, you can say that, success might be directly proportionate to money in that sense.
It's a very small, or it's a part of success.
Yeah,
money
it's like a very narrow scope.
Yeah, I wouldn't say narrow also because it is required. Yeah, money is required. Because I'll tell you, Baba, I mean, we all have families, man, and I'm sure we have to take care of them. I mean, I just heard the news that an oxygen cylinder costs 1.5 lakhs.
Yeah.
Oxygen cylinder.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say. The only thing that came to my mind was, shit, I'm not earning enough. I need to learn new skills now.
Yeah.
I need to learn new skills. And one thing about what you really want, you need to constantly keep updating yourself. It's a constant growth.
Yes.
It's a never-ending progress. That's why I say learning is a journey, not a destination.
So, as you said, learning is a journey, not a destination. And you said key skills are important for growing. How? Okay, so let's just say a person is clueless. Okay, he doesn't know what he or she has to do after 12th. Has no idea what to do. Is decent in studies, is average. It doesn't know where to go. Has to develop skills. So how does he develop those skills, and how does he pinpoint out these skills are important? And what are those kind of skills which are important for, let's say, for everyone?
If you start thinking at the age of 12, I think you're pretty late already in this era.
12.
Because I feel the age of, I mean, not at the age of 12. I'm talking about, 12. At the, if you're thinking at 12 standard. So what's the age?
17, 18.
17, 18.
Yeah.
If you're still thinking at 17, 18, you're in soup. You're in big soup. Because what did you do from high school, Baba? And especially in today's era, everything is there at your fingertips. There is nothing which is not available for you.
Yeah.
However, maybe you took a casual approach, or maybe you come from a certain family where you're not allowed. Okay, I mean, there are families like this. You'll be shocked that there are certain families who will not allow you to think about anything else other than what you should be doing. Forget doing also. Yeah, they don't even allow you to think. All right, they bombard you with 99%, 100%, and I've seen a lot of young guys and girls, I mean, ruining their entire life. So for those people, I would say, give your parents what they want. They will not understand what you're trying to tell them. You cannot change that. The only thing you can do is build yourself. All right. And till you get independent, and even after you get independent, I don't know whether they'll be happy with your decision.
Yeah.
It is going to need time. All right. So And for that, you need to be strong. You need to be stronger than anyone around you. If not, be strong and get out of the house. Run away.
Yeah.
Run away. Make a life for yourself.
Yeah. So I like
Sounds
finally,
stupid, but I'm being serious. Run away. If you cannot.
No, it definitely makes sense.
The harder choices does always sound stupid to everyone who is trying to be general, right?
Yeah. But if you can't do it, if it is really so torturous for you, seek help, man. I'm not telling run away from your problem, but seek help. And even if that doesn't work, then you need to make decisions. And life is all about decisions.
Yeah. And especially now that, there's so much work. I mean, there are so many different departments, so many areas where just there are constantly, growing career opportunities as such. So it shouldn't be, that hard to, pick your passion as such. If you're not good at studies, you might be a very good content creator on YouTube, or you might just be a very good sportsman. So yeah, nowadays there is, scope for, to do more basically when it comes to maybe career, right, in a sense. So yeah.
So sir, if you have to advise our generation of students or the coming generation of students in let's say one sentence or fewer, what would you say to them from your experience? Because you have 15 years of work experience. So like a sentence which sums it all up. And like you said, your I think the name was Mrudula, your call center coach. She changed your life, right? So and you want to help students out, right? So if you have to say them one thing which will make them, if they watch our podcast, which will make them be like, okay, now I have to do something. Now I have to stand up, start working, or like not working in the sense to change to change their life around. So what would that be?
Okay. Don't be ashamed of standing on the footpath and showcasing your talent, whatever it is, and making money out of it.
Yeah.
If it takes you to that, or if at all it has to start from there, don't be ashamed of it. You need to work your way through. So just to put it in a sentence, don't be ashamed of what your talents are. Show it to the world. You need to show it to the world. Yeah. And if at all you have to start small, so be it.
Okay.
That's what I would like to tell.
I think this was like one of the most productive 40 minutes of my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
I really did learn a lot.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think you've actually helped me like have a clearer head in what I want to do in the future and how I want to go about it.
Yeah.
So
and it's been very transparent and very realistic, and it's not all about go for it. It's, as you said, we have to be realistic about life, and I guess take risks and not be ashamed.
I just like the fact that you didn't come off like one motivational speaker and just
exactly.
Be like, no, leave money. Follow your passion. Money is nothing in life. Yeah. So it was great talking to you. And I'm looking forward to like having more conversations like this with you.
Yep.
So,
absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for this opportunity. And Pritib, first of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity.
It's precious all us. We could get you in our podcast. It was such a great thing. Now we'd like to reach it to all students. Help them also, like it helped Ritan, it helped me, it helped Akash. It can help everyone to have a clearer mind is all we want.
Yep.
Great. Thank you, Mr. D, and Akash. It was nice meeting up with you guys. And
thank you so much.
I can constantly see that reserve, like those sentences are so well framed and perfect. Till mar zindagi mein ho jayega. All right, you don't have to be so hard on yourself, man. D, you're the coolest dude. Always remember that.
Yeah.
All right, Akash and Pritib. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys anything. You guys are just awesome, man. I mean, keep rocking.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me on this show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.